Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please use the closed caption feature on the video. Treatment for throat cancer has left me with a voice that is sometimes difficult to understand, so if you use a closed caption, you won't miss anything. Alright, you're here because you like the idea of being considered a Renaissance man. That's what this whole channel is about, to help you on that journey. So, you may have thought this would be easy. Well, it's not easy in many aspects. Some of it is quite easy. Once you learn a few rules about how to dress, it's pretty easy. Once you learn a few rules about manners or grooming, it becomes easy. Some parts of being a Renaissance man, though, can sometimes be difficult. So a Renaissance man needs to be considered an honest man and responsible man. Okay, look at my notes. So today I'd like to talk to you about that, being responsible and being honest. A Renaissance man is a dependable man. You should always be on time or a little early, never be late. It's disrespectful, and a Renaissance man would not do that. As the old saying goes, it's better to be an hour early than a minute late. I believe that. Always do your best. Whatever job you're doing, whatever it is you're doing, you want to always do the best you can to your ability. That's what a Renaissance man would do. Family and friends can always count on you. Is that true now? For some of you it might be, but if not, you need to fix this. Family and friends should be able to count on you always. The Renaissance man is an honest man, so you need to tell the truth whenever possible. For some of you this will be easy, for some of you not so easy. Now, I am not saying that you should always tell the truth. There'll be times when it's not practical and perhaps will cause some problems. For example, if your spouse says, "Honey, do these jeans make my ass look fat?" Well, the honest answer might be, "Well, honey, it's not the jeans." But you're not going to say that because you probably can't sleep with one eye open, and you don't want to have a big argument in the house in any case. So you're going to say, "Oh, honey, those jeans look great on you." That's it. All right, not complete truth, maybe not even a little bit, but this is something you're going to do to keep, again, harmony in the home and allow you to sleep safely at night. All right. But whenever you can, you want to be honest, whenever possible. Never break a promise. Never break a promise. Okay, this is going to be tough. What you will learn is be careful with promises. If you promise to do something or promise to go somewhere, I want you to think about it before you make that promise. And if there's any doubt as to whether or not you can do it or whether or not you can be there, don't promise. Just say, "I'll try. I'll try to do this for you. I'll try to be there for you." But don't promise. Once you make a promise, it cannot be broken. You must be a man of your word. A Renaissance man is always a man of the word. So if you say, "You have my word that I'll do this," or "I promise I'll be there," consider it a written contract. You must follow through. So don't make a promise unless you're sure that you can do it or you can be there. So a Renaissance man never breaks a promise. Okay. This all flows from ancient times. The samurai, for example, in the late 1800s, when Japan society changed from the feudal system to a more Western style, and they outlawed the samurai. Couldn't carry the swords anymore, couldn't wear the top knot. It was illegal. So the samurai then were left with trying to make a living, not as professional soldiers. So someone would go into business, other things. The samurai who went into business, though, typically did not do very well. A samurai would give the word that they would deliver something or do something. Well, some businessmen took advantage of that. So a businessman, maybe not very scrupulous, would say, I'll do something, or I'll be there, I'll provide these services, and lie about it. So they could take advantage of a samurai, because the samurai, once they gave their word, that was it. There was no need for a written contract. So the samurai who went into business in those early years found it very difficult, because they quickly learned that if it wasn't in writing, it wasn't very clear, you couldn't depend on other people. The samurai weren't used to that. The samurai, once they gave the word, that was it. And so that's an example of how that might work. You want to be honest, though. You want to be honest. You want to be fair. Don't break your promises. Be an upright man. So a Renaissance man, keep your word, keep your promises. All right? Again, easy for some of you, because perhaps you're living that life. For some of you, it will be difficult. Something you'll have to work into. But you'll like it. Once you get into this field for always being as honest as you can, always telling the truth whenever possible, you'll find that it kind of fills your mind up a little bit for other things. But people will begin to understand that you are a man of your word. That is what a Renaissance man should be. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this series will give you some information that will be useful for you as a man who would like to be a Renaissance man, or perhaps is one, and it's just refreshing their memory and their skill set. Renaissance man is a compliment. So if someone refers to you that way, it's a compliment. So it's something that I think we should strive for as men. It will make your life better, and those around you their life will be better too, to be a friend or a family member of a Renaissance man. All right, thank you for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button. Getting a few subscribers, I love that, and so please hit subscribe, hit like. If you have any comments, shoot them my way. All right, thank you so much, and God bless.